Sir, ma'am, good morning, afternoon, or evening. At this time, I will review the novel Silent Enemy by American author Tom Young, originally published during August 9, 2011. The edition I've acquired is a paperback published by Berkeley Books, a division of Penguin Random House. A simple and quite inexpensive book, but with a thrilling story made with pure experience of its creator. Tom Young's Silent Enemy is set against the backdrop in Afghanistan, especially during the counterinsurgency phase of the 2010s. The events it recounts take place in the immediate present of that publication. In this installment, Major Parson and his quartermaster, Gold, face one of the most terrifying threats of modern warfare. The story begins with a devastating attack on a group of Marines at a base in Afghanistan, using technology that jams communications and defense systems. The narrative quickly shifts from the skies over Central Asia to the streets of Washington, D.C., as Parson tries to unravel a conspiracy involving electromagnetic weapons and a terrorist group with unexpected resources. It takes place at the height of the coalition forces, the deployment in Afghanistan. Unlike accounts of the initial invasion, this one focuses on the war of attrition, the use of drones, heavy logistics, and the vulnerability of forward bases to new terrorist tactics. The great thing about the book is its technical realism. Young is a veteran of the Air National Guard, and it shows. He doesn't just describe the planes. He makes you feel the vibration on the cockpit and the weight of tactical decisions made under pressure. The novel doesn't waste any time. It's a pure techno thriller that strikes a perfect balance between physical action and political suspense, transporting the reader to a real-life war zone. And unlike other books in the genre, which focus on conventional bombs, here the Silent Enemy, electromagnetic pulses, and cyber warfare adds a layer of modern vulnerability, featuring highly capable real heroes, dangerous villains, and a high-tension climax. It contains military jargon, with moments of dense technical terminology that may overwhelm readers unfamiliar with aviation or the military. Tom Young's style in Silent Enemy is what many critics describe as precision prose. He does not write from pure imagination, but from operational knowledge, which profoundly shapes the structure and tone of the work. It is composed with technical authenticity, unlike other thriller writers. Also, his language feels organic. He doesn't stop to explain every nut and bolt of a Lockheed C5 Galaxy. He weaves it into the action. The result is a complete suspension of disbelief. You feel that the author knows exactly what he's talking about, from radio communication protocols to the physics of landing in extreme conditions. The plot is structured in a way that resembles military procedure manuals, problem identification, analysis of options, and execution. The action scenes are direct and free of unnecessary embellishments. It is unlike works inclined towards left-wing, woke, or so-called progressive ideologies. He uses short, forceful sentences that quicken the reader's pulse during combat or sabotage sequences. And there is a dual perspective. Young often structures his narrative by alternating points of view. This allows the reader to see the threat from two angles. Air through Parson, with a strategic and technical perspective, and Earth generally through Gold, or characters on the ground, where the writing becomes more visceral, chaotic, and physical, Young's characters aren't prone to long, sentimental monologues. Their inner world is revealed through their actions under pressure. The tone is professional and restrained. The respect between the characters is evident in the efficiency of their teamwork, which gives it a very genuine air of military camaraderie. The use of suspense, or the invisible, stems from the fact that the central theme is a silent enemy, electronic warfare, interference. Young employs sensory descriptions to compensate for the absence of a visible physical threat. At the outset, he writes about what the characters can no longer hear or how their instruments fail, creating a highly effective atmosphere of paranoia. Silent Enemy is a must-read for fans of Tom Clancy or Dale Brown. It's a solid, well-researched novel that you'll devour in no time. Tom Young manages to make you care about the characters while subtly educating you on the dangers of technological dependence. The narrative is crafted to make the reader empathize with the U.S. military. Major Parson and his team are portrayed as highly ethical, courageous, and technically superior professionals, as those valiant men tend to be in real life. Their motivations are presented as noble, protecting their comrades, fulfilling their duty, and preventing terrorist attacks against the innocent. The insurgency is not presented with any ideological or political depth intended to justify its cause. Instead, it is portrayed as a tactical threat. The insurgents use dirty or devastating methods, such as electronic sabotage, to level the playing field. The book's focus is not on understanding why the insurgents are fighting, but how, and how to stop them to save lives. There is a strong emphasis on U.S. technological superiority, and the book's tension arises precisely when that superiority is breached. The plot's resolution typically reaffirms the ability of U.S. institutions to adapt and prevail through ingenuity.